the sweet focus spot that I focus on is really around relationship building. A lot of my work focuses on creating a space where people get to know each other and identify where the gaps and co-create solutions that are sustainable and are going to represent everyone. Yeah, I always say capacity and ownership. That's the heart of this work. So the ownership is taking, having that realization, oh man, we got to do something. So that initial spark, people reaching out and saying, oh, we need to talk to somebody. We got to talk to a board. We got to bring in a DEI person to work with us or whatever. So that ownership comes from awareness first, right? There's some organization that they're not even aware yet that they need to, evaluate their approach. But once you have the ownership, it's about that capacity. What do you have capacity around this work? And part of the phases that I use in my strategy working with organization, right off the bat, after we've done our assessment and we've collected data, either as internally or externally, the next phase, it's really identifying what capacity do you have to engage in this work. As you identify the capacity, then you also have to be realistic within timeframes too, right? Because when you spearhead a project like this, you want to try to build as many momentum as possible early on, because that's what's going to keep the energy going, because you want the entire organization to have ownership to a certain extent around it. Because if only certain individuals have ownership around it, once the excitement starts cooling off, it's so much easier to go back at business as usual. So as you identify those capacity, that's part of the framework right from the beginning. Then everybody knows, all right, we're committing to this. Sometimes it is dollar amount that you're putting behind that capacity in order to have longevity over the work. But then your timeline also you got to have some small wins, right? Along the way in terms of what the milestones that you've put in place, because those wins are going to be important in order for people to feel invested.